Hello everyone, welcome to Sexy Soul Guidance. My name is Carla and welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about the dark side of spiritual awakening and what I realized after what I'm going to talk about. It's not really a dark side, it's a necessary part of the spiritual awakening in order to ascend, which is the ego death. But for me, I had actually tried to physically remove myself, thinking that that was going to help in my ascension. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Before I get started, this is a new channel, so I would appreciate it all if you would like, share, and subscribe, because I really think that it's important for those of us who consider themselves to be starseeds, light workers, who are going through the ascension process, particularly at this time with everything that's going on right now. And so let me just get to what happened. So a couple weeks ago, when we were going through, I believe we had a solar eclipse, and I had got to this point in my journey where I was feeling like just absolutely amazing. I was at this 0 point, feeling very peaceful, feeling very grounded, like everything is okay, everything is exactly the way that it's supposed to be. And then, like, maybe a day or so later, I was feeling really anxious and fearful, and it was like, oh my God, if we don't transition into the new earth, what am I going to do? What if it takes another 5 years? How am I going to, make money? How do I need to get a job? What do I need to do? Because right now it's like I was guided to move to Mexico. I've been here about 8 months now, and money is running a little bit low, and I understand that everything happens for a reason, but it's like, what's going on? And so my guides were like, this fear and anxiety that I was feeling was something that needed to be released, because we are moving into the new earth and we can't bring that energy with us. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, and then I got back to that peaceful place, that zenful place, that, oneness, and feeling this connectedness to everything. And then it's like the next day, I was feeling really angry and resentful. And so it was like, what's up with the collective, because shouldn't we be able to, like, we should have already been ascended already. We should already, the energy is here. Like, why can't we just all, like, get on one page? If we're all one, what is going on, And I was so angry. It's like, I'm tired of waiting, And so again, my guides were like, everyone is on a different path. Everybody's at different levels in their ascension. Everything is right on time. It's beautiful. Just keep your vibration high and just be the light for, others, as, we're getting there. So, okay. So I was back to my 0 point again, and feeling really good and really positive and feeling like I was vibing high. And then the mamma jamma of all dark nights of the soul hit me. And I was feeling like, oh my God, I was the worst human. Nobody cares about me. I've lost all of my friends, lost all of my family. Everybody hates me. If I died right now, no one would care. no one would miss me because they already consider me dead. And I've wasted so much time, waiting, waiting for something to happen, waiting for change, and it's never going to happen. Maybe I'm just at that point where I'm not supposed to see the new earth. Maybe I was just supposed to come here and anchor in that energy and, it just be done. And so again, it's like I didn't hear anything from my guides. And somehow or another, I just meditated, and it was like, again, I just felt like this was like something else that needed to be released. Because again, remembering what my guides had told me, it's like we cannot bring all this fear and anxiety and anger and separation into the new earth. So, I was able to get to a point, and I realized that, I am the co-creator of my universe, and that whatever changes that I'm going through within that's what I'm going to experience from the outside, on the outside. And so I said, I'm ready to go now. It was not at a place of feeling like desperation or sadness or depression. It was, I'm done humaning. I'm done with humaning. I've had an amazing human experience, and I just wanted to go and return back to that place of unconditional love from which we came from. And it's like I wasn't concerned about experiencing any negative karma, because I wasn't taking anyone with me. If I had to start over in the 3D and go through the ascension process again, it'd be like, okay. But it was just like, maybe at some point, it's like whenever I returned, we would be in the new earth. So, and I was okay with that. And it's like, I was kind of hoping, because from what I understand, when we move into that new earth energy, which, oh, by the way, is really here. And so I don't understand. It's this frustration of, why aren't we seeing it, And so what I did was I took about 10 muscle relaxers, and I waited about an hour, and I wasn't feeling anything. And they were 100 milligram muscle relaxers, so they were pretty strong. And so I figured, well, okay, let me take 10 more. And I took 10 more, and again, it was like, it was so easy for me, and I didn't like feel sick or like anything like that, but I wasn't feeling anything. I was like, oh man, this is awesome. It's like, I wonder who's gonna come and meet me. It's like, is my dad gonna come? Or it's like, oh, better yet, what if it's aliens? What if like, somebody from the Pleiades or the Syrians are gonna come down, and they're gonna greet me, and it's like, I get to go up in the ship, and it's like, whatever it is, it was like, I just didn't want to be a human anymore. But here's the thing. We are not humans. We are souls having a human experience. And so, are we really physical beings, or are we souls? It's like trying to eliminate the human self, thinking that it was going to free my soul, when again, we're souls having a human experience. Needless to say, I'm still here. Oh yeah, so after I took the 10, the next 10, so now I had to 20 muscle relaxers. Nothing happened. So I said, I'm just gonna finish the bottle. So I think there was about 7 or 8 left, and I took those. Nothing happened. I'm still here. I don't know how I'm still physically here, except to say, am I physically here? Or, I don't know. But it's like the only thing that really happened was, you know, I slept for like 2.5 days. When I would get up to like go to the bathroom, it felt like after being on one of those things that spin around, you know, real fast when you were a kid, and then you got off and you like tried to walk, or like you know, like a newborn, or you know, like a baby trying to learn how to walk for the first time. It was like I was like wobbly, but other than that, I was fine. And like about that third day, my next door neighbor, who I didn't, you know, I've never really talked to, I just heard somebody, you know, heard her calling me, you know, from her balcony next door, like yelling into, you know, my apartment, and she's like banging on my balcony trying to get my attention. And so yeah, that was my experience. And so, you know, I'm really trying to connect with my soul family, because, you know, it's like really hard to talk to someone who doesn't understand, you know, the spiritual awakening process. Like I wish I could go back to like not knowing, you know. It's like I wish I didn't take the red pill you know, at times, because this journey is like so lonely, and it's so, you know, it's like it's just frustrating, you know, because we're so close to like moving into this, you know, energy of just everything coming back into balance and harmony. And, you know, but understanding that, you know, the false matrix has to collapse, and, you know, that we can connect into these newer energies that are coming in. But honestly, I don't know, you know, what's going to happen. I don't know whether there's going to be some solar flash, or whether there's going to be whatever is going to happen, you know, or when it's going to happen. I just, you know, I just wish it would happen. Or at the very least, if we can all come together and maybe, you know, figure out some kind of way, because we have the power. We have the power to make this change. And it's like, it just seems like we're all waiting for something to happen, you know, in order for this to take place, you know. And so I'm wondering what your thoughts are. You know, I know I'm not the only one that has thought about this, you know, trying to self-delete out of the false matrix. You know, but I'm still here. So I'd really like to know what your comments are, what your thoughts are. You know, how are you feeling in this energy? Do you feel a shift? And, you know, how have you felt since the solar eclipse? You know, please let me know what your thoughts are. And again, thank you for visiting my channel, and talk again soon. Take care.